Hi, guys. Hope you're all blessed. Hope your day is good. Hope your week was a blessing. Um, I want to speak and share about the power of obedience, obedience to God. Um, like every step, like small steps that we take, whatever God asks us to do, there and once we do it, there is a shift that takes place in our lives, whether we see it or not, whether it is evident at that time or not, but there is a shift that takes place. uh, there are times where we would know it immediately. We would see it right in front of our eyes, which is immediate. There are times we would only see the result after maybe weeks or months, or also maybe even a year or more than a year, depending on the situation. Um, During that waiting period, um, it's all about us having the trust and faith that God is going to work for us, um, and it's going to be good at the end of it. So there was, I want to share the three S's that we would gradually do as we obey God. The first S is we stand with God. Um, or we can also say like we step up for God. Standing with God is more like you want to align with what God has for you, what His purpose is for you. You stand united with Him. That is our will. Nobody is asking us to do it, nobody is forcing us to do it, but we do it out of our will because we want to stand with God and we want to obey Him. The second S is sacrifice. Whatever it may be, we're gonna sacrifice maybe on time or sacrifice sleep, which is very difficult for most of us. Um, lately I've been hearing a lot of people say that in the middle of their sleep they have been waking up, and it has been happening to me as well. In the middle of the if in the middle of my sleep I would just wake up at night, and I would feel this strong sense to pray for maybe a particular situation that I'm going through or for a specific person. And it's in the middle of my sleep. I'm like, not now. I want to sleep. Um, that's the hardest for me to obey. And a lot of people, a lot of my friends have been saying that, most of them. And there are some who would pray, some would go back to sleep. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I go back if it's like a long, tiring day and I'm extremely tired, then I would go back to sleep. I feel guilty of doing that. I feel so bad because when it's time for me to wake up, I wake up and I think about this and I feel so bad. I feel horrible. So I try my best to, whenever I wake up in the middle of the night, I push myself and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna fight every tiredness, um, and just go for it. um, Pray about it, especially if I'm going through something really bad. Then I would definitely take some time, pray, read the word, and after a couple of minutes, after a few minutes, like about 15 to 20 minutes, and I will go back to bed. So that's a major sacrifice for a lot of people. That is sleep. You sacrifice sleep, you sacrifice time. Maybe you plan to go out with your friends or do something in the evening, or go for games or something, but then that's the exact time that you feel and sense that you have to stay back and stay with God, because God's asking you to do, and you never know what's gonna come. Maybe there is an attack and you really need a serious prayer at that time, and you need to sit with God and deal with few things. So you never know what it is, but obeying to those voices, being sensitive to those whispers God is speaking, it's essential. So that is the second S, that is sacrifice. And the third S is submission. You submit yourself. You submit all your desires, all your plans, and you give it to God. You keep it and you place it in God's hand. It's because you trust God and you do it. That's just something that would come eventually, while you obey God. When you start that process and that journey, it would just flow in. It's not like somebody is forcing you. You do it because you trust God. You trust Him fully, because you have tried it your way and it doesn't work. So you might as well trust God and trust the process. It's gonna be beautiful at the end of everything. Like, it's gonna be amazing, and you're gonna see the fruit of the end result. So those are the three S's that we eventually do as we obey God. One is stand with God, sacrifice, and you submit to God. And once we do all this, in return, God does 3 L's in our lives. The first L is He lightens our path. So maybe when we are in our own way, our own world, things might be foggy, things might be blurry. We cannot see things clearly ahead of us. It's dark. But once we take a step and we obey God, our path is gonna be lightened up. God's gonna lighten our path. Right in front of us, He's gonna tell us exactly where to go, which direction to take, which path to take, what to do. He's gonna lighten. Everything is gonna be clear. There's gonna be clarity in our lives. No more confusion. No more blurriness. No more darkness. There's gonna be light. So that's the first L. And the second thing is, we don't need just light. We need, as we walk, we need God to lead us. So that's our second L. He's gonna lead us in every step that we take as we obey Him. As He tells us what direction to take, He's gonna be there with us. We are not alone in this journey. He's gonna lead us in every step. He's gonna tell us which direction to go, on the left, to go on the right. He's gonna lead us. So that's the second L. And once we do all of this, God is, he's super happy for us that we obeyed him, and so he's gonna lift us up. That's the third L. He's gonna lift us up. He's gonna show the world, this is my daughter, this is my son, and he's gonna show the world, show off you to the world. And one thing I want to say is, while we are in this journey, whenever we're doing what God has asked us to do, and if it is silent, don't think that God is not noticing each step that you do, or whatever you obey. Don't think that he's not watching, or he's just ignoring. You may feel like that during sometimes you might feel that way, but he's not left you. You're not alone. And at the end of everything, all the work that we have done, he's gonna praise us, or he's gonna lift us up. He's actually proud of us. So yeah, that's the third L that I wanted to share. So the 3 L's again: he's gonna lighten our path, he's gonna lead us, and he's gonna lift us up. And I just want to share one verse, which is Isaiah 1 verse 19. If you will only obey me, you will have plenty to eat. So he's the only source that we have. You want to taste the fruit of it, obey him. As we taste how good of a father he is, the more we taste it, the more we eat, we are able to share with others, because it is too good, it's too tasty. We want to share with our loved ones. We want to share with other people. We want to let them know how good of a father he is. He's an amazing father. He never leaves us alone. He's always with you through every season. So I speak Isaiah 1 verse 19 over your lives. Remember that you're not alone. And I pray the best for each one of you. So I'm gonna close at that. Thank you for watching. I love you, God loves you, and stay blessed, y'all. Bye bye.